I was just waiting for the ad, of course.
It's weird, my OBS thing was not showing up for a moment. Now it is. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. What if the technology lets you stream to bees? OBS. I agree.
Support OpenBee software.
I want to know what bees type in the chat. Or go back to the flowers. You guys passed the flowers.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Sure.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's been a bit. Speaking of flowers and people potentially pushing them up, who would like to recap what we did last session for a hero point?
Memory's blanking on me.
That's okay.
There's a boat.
Yeah, there was a boat. There's always a boat in my games. So last session, you all did some shopping and did some level up tasks. And then you made your way to a hangar where Amy said that you all can make use of Rhodey's ship, which Stranger gave the name The Long Road Home, and the party all immediately cried and agreed. R.I.P. Rhodey. You all followed a bunch of coordinates that you got from Amy of a mercenary station who she believes are connected in Rose's death, a vestige who was Sapphire's mentor. Upon arriving at the station, it was eerily abandoned. However, despite basically landing at the front door, there was no heat whatsoever, just an AI that lets you in as soon as you asked, basically. It made absolutely no point to help you or hinder your progress, beyond maybe telling you how to get into the panic room where the possibly last surviving denizens on the station are. You don't know if anyone's actually in there. The AI has hallucinated several times, doing things it's not supposed to be able to do, or lied to you, and it sees no moral quandary with this. It's AI. And you all fought a space basilisk, as well as a couple of cats that can phase around and flank your group. And you have all returned back now to the main lobby. And you all just returned from the storage room.
Now that was unpleasant. Hey, station. What was the name of the scary sounding dude that is in the panic room? Reptar or something?
Oh, you must be thinking of Riptor. That's only one person with an R name in there, so probably him. He kind of thinks he's above working with the rest of the station, so I don't know. Why are you asking?
Is he gonna be thankful that we're letting him out with no, killer monsters left? Like, hey, you guys are pretty cool. Here's 20 credits and a high five.
I don't know. You should probably ask him when you find him and get in there. And also let me into the panic room. It's lonely out here.
They not let you in?
No, I am a threat to security if I am let into the panic room. I think that's rather rude.
Sapphire is going to cast message on Squib. She just says, "Well, that's a little disturbing."
Oh yeah. Oh yes, it is. Well,
Guess what is? Oh,
that
his
was
reply.
mentally.
Okay, that's his reply.
Outwardly though, he says, "Oh, we'll put in a word to them when we talk to them. Let them know."
They built the station that way on purpose so that certain subsystems and communications can't access the panic room in case they get compromised. I can't be compromised. I'm better than that.
You built different.
For example, if I was compromised, I would have just vented all the oxygen in the station.
Good looks around.
That's what evil AI do.
True. I'm different. Better. Maybe even better than the gods.
Yeah, as long as you're not an evil AI, I think we'll get along great.
Oh, we already are getting along great.
Yeah, exactly. And because you know what? I have a mouth and I enjoy the fact that I can scream, and I'd prefer we keep it that way.
I have like 131 mouths. If you think about it, each speaker on the station is like a different mouth. You know? And you start hearing sounds coming out of slightly different speakers around you.
Makes sense to me.
It's like the like test mode on an arcade machine. Just playing random noises and flashing patterns.
So, what are you all gonna do now? You're gonna go restart the generator, right? Outside?
I guess the plan.
What were we in there for? A battery or something?
So, this is me speaking as the GM. You were in the storage room, and you were able to access the main admin console, which relies on auxiliary power, and you were able to get access codes to the panic room. However, the main computer here is, and the room here is not powered. So the station AI suggested that you all make your way outside to the east part of the station, which is, well, relative east, boss east, which is under construction because they were rebuilding it when the beasties got out.
Map East or Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get this baby powered back up.
So speaking of oxygen, is there oxygen over there?
It's kind of the void of space. Is that gonna be a problem for you? Because like, they don't got anything to do with dead bodies here.
Hopefully not.
I just got a new suit for this. I'm so ready.
I mean, I'm like an undead robot, but I still have to breathe. What kind of fucked up thing is that?
Well, no one has exposed armor that I'm aware of, so I think you're all okay.
I won't tell the DM if you don't that you need to breathe.
All right, let me move you all onto the new map then. I take it you're all going out that way.
Yep. Is this a pathway, or do I fall off if I move over here? Or is it glass?
Let me go look back at that map. No, this is all like glass.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can kind of see glass, and you see some more like mechanical parts of the station below you. It's just kind of for show. Alright, what's a cool soundtrack for this? First, we'll move over to here. As you step out, you see a bunch of construction equipment. At the far end, you see what looks to be a control panel for a generator. But you also see some local wildlife to just be perched up there.
Look at that. There's fauna. That's the right word.
I mean, it is. Probably. Well, don't ask me because I don't know anything about nature.
I think they'll just let us walk up there and turn that bad boy back on, right? or parrot or whatever it needs.
Yeah, for sure.
They're kind of cute, at least. Maybe they won't hurt us.
Maybe.
Let me see.
Maybe they'll wound
where
us
was the
mortally.
Oh, I see it there.
Yep.
Are these walkable or are they just tracks for the platforms?
So there is no gravity out here, so all of you are untethered. So untethered is a Starfinder condition, which you're in a zero gravity environment, and there's no real support. So you cannot take any direct move actions unless they specify they can be used, but you can use the push off action to kind of push yourself towards something. If you are, say, not from a parachute, you also are going to be clumsy and off guard while untethered.
I was about to say, look at all these unapparent fool.
Hey, I was born in space. I'm good, right? Was that one of my?
I think that's the one
things?
we give you. Actually, let me double
I think
check.
that was.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you are not clumsy and off guard. That's right. So yeah, Squib also is not clumsy and off guard because of his origin bonus.
Oh.
Just like home.
So push off. I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, I just opened it up to read it.
Essentially, you take an action and you can push yourself towards something. So you're all in space, and if you have like a jetpack, then you can just fly. If you have, say, like ultralight wings, I believe those need gravity, not gravity, atmosphere to fly off of. So they're not going to be as helpful here.
Let me read the description of my weapon.
And there is untethered.
I could believe the ice blade working or not working. Either way.
I think it's fine. I think any melee weapon will just play it as written.
Well, so there's no gravity. What are the wildlife doing? They're just hanging on to something with their claws.
Yeah, they look like they are just kind of like resting. They're sort of just like laying on parts of like random construction equipment, perched.
Perhaps they're magnetic.
Are these the manta rays from Zen and Half-Life?
Yes.
I haven't played that game in a long time.
I know. It's still good.
So we can just assume you're like pushing off. So I mean, if you want to just move around freely, at least until we're in combat, that's fine.
Yeah.
If
there's
you
no grid, so you can't use control click to measure.
Oh, I can turn on a grid then if you want. I figured it'd just be easier to move gridless.
It's whatever.
I won't turn on gridless if it stays there. Okay. Wow, you can't see that grid for shit.
You're the mind grid.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna push off of this thing to my west here and move to the right. And just float until is convenient, or until I stop myself on a railing on the other side.
Well, friendly or not, we got a job to do, so I'm gonna swoons right in. Go ahead that way.
I'm basically aiming for these stairs because it's a tall target.
Yeah, that's fine. You can kind of just push yourself around. If you want to try and be sneaky about this, you can give me a blind stealth roll, but...
May as well, I guess, but I'm trying to stay out of line of sight, but I know my limits.
Sapphires.
Sapphire seeing the other two like gliding across, she is definitely not brave enough for this, so she's kind of just like slowly scooting along the solid spot here, moving her way north. Basically jumping from like box to box, going no more than like 10 feet at a time.
Yeah, that's absolutely valid. Finding things to like hold on to.
Yeah. She's just going between the obstacles that are here. She does not trust herself to go over that huge holdless gap.
Quick chews up his comm and says, "Boss, it's not a big deal. It's just the endless void of space."
That's the biggest deal, in fact.
Actually, no, you're right. Never mind. That was not helpful at all.
It's okay. The most important thing you notice is the AI can't talk to you out here.
Oh, good.
Did anyone notice how quiet and peaceful it is?
Well, yes, because you can't hear anything in the void of space.
What?
Exactly.
Being fed directly into your ears with our comm system that I'm sure we have. We probably don't. We should maybe think about that.
That's okay. We'll just use our Mystics voice chat. Oh,
Discord.
There we go. I fixed the grid.
Get emojis on your Mystic Discord server.
in I am gonna take one end of some rope out and tie it to myself so that I can tie the other end to something if I need to.
Okay, that works.
I'm gonna spawn it to it.
Concern. But valid.
It's probably like magnetized or something, right?
All right. So if I'm reading push off correctly, then we move the we move half our distance or our move speed with the push off, and then at the end of the turn we move our other half of the move speed just automatically in that direction, unless we hit something.
Yeah. So you can kind of get a push, and then because you're in zero gravity, you keep moving.
Right, but it doesn't stack. You get up to, 1/2 times your move speed times 4 if you move 3 times and then drift.
Yes, that's good to know, actually. Yeah, so at the end of your turn, you just drift that amount.
How long was this rope? 50 feet. Okay. All right, well, I'm just going to stay where I'm at and wait for the people who are further away from the objective to make their move.
Feels like if he gets closer and they aren't friendly, he may make them mad.
Yeah, you've noticed as you've walked over that way, You've seen them start getting restless with each other. They kind of squabble at each other. And
Grumpy.
all right, how's Sapphire doing with space?
Not very well. She's kind of just like crawling along this little support here, making her way north, hoping that everything solves itself, but she doesn't have to be in this horrid environment anymore.
So I notice she's a bit far from the group. So
So Sieg has more or less just attached himself to it and is just moving very slowly alongside it.
that's pretty smart. A little vehicle.
There appears to be a railing on the edge of this platform. Is that true?
Yeah, I could buy there's a railing there. Like I see like a little wall almost, but yeah, I could buy it as railing too if you want to like attach yourself and then. Sapphire, you notice one of the rays seems to be investigating some of the equipment near you.
She doesn't like that.
I'm gonna take the other end of my rope that's not tied to me and kind of toss it towards Sapphire. It won't get all the way, but it will get close.
Well, this is good. How long of a rope is it? Where does it
50
end up?
feet. It gets all the way over to where you are, minus whatever the height difference is.
Quib sees
Do you need me to roll anything for that?
No, we'll say you can just throw a rope. Your
Okay.
stranger's a strong boy.
Quib sees the closer proximity of his boss to the ray and assumes that she's approaching it of her own volition because she's brave and thumbs up.
Meanwhile, Sapphire is like trying to use the support she's on right now to like push herself into the ground so she doesn't fly away and like slither closer to the rope to grab it.
Sapphire's in full panic mode.
Mm-hmm. She's fine. She kind of just like edges out to the rope and grabs onto it. It's like, I hate this.
At almost the same motion, you notice one of the rays climbs up to the crane above Sapphire. Doesn't seem to have quite noticed her yet.
Sapphire casts message on stranger. I really hate this.
I'm gonna
You know,
give
she
her
loves this.
just a light tug, just enough to start moving slowly. Yeah, not that I've done any cattle wrangling, so I'm not. I don't know that I could pull it out of line of sight, but you know.
When she's like no longer over the platform, Sapphire just closes her eyes and like the praying to Yimyar.
Stranger, take the wheel.
All right. When Sapphire is about halfway over, you notice that the ray kind of looks down at at Sapphire and looks at all of you, and you see a light forming in the back of its mouth.
No.
Oh, good.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Can I sell you on athletics for initiative because I'm pulling this rope?
100%.
Oh, I clicked perception check instead of initiative, so I didn't get +2. That's okay.
That's fine.
It wouldn't change anything.
All right, let's start the encounter. Starting off is the one that rolled a nat 20 on its perception check to find Sapphire.
That's valid.
And it is going to go ahead and fly. It flies up. There we go. And then it is going to, as it does, in that same action, it is going to go ahead and shoot 2 solar flares. One at Sapphire and one at the other end of the rope.
Oh no.
Oh no, the spray.
Spray.
First one goes at Sapphire. Oh, that should be a public roll. That one hits, and the other one... but it misses Stranger. Hitting 8 damage to Sapphire.
A vast AC difference between the two of them.
And then this goes ahead and is going to fly one more time. And it's going to swoop over you all and come down a little bit.
Yep.
On this platform, you're all at about... Let me put the heights for everyone. Oops. It's going to make me ping everyone one by one. You're all at about 25 feet from the lowest part on this, so... and then it is the other Ray's turn in the distance. It saw something, so... I think you have to seek. I think you have to see if you figured out what the fuck was going on up there. That's supposed to be a private roll. Gonna do it again. It spends an action flying out here. It sees a group of people. And then it's going to fire at the closest target it sees, which is going to be Squib. Squib, you see a bolt of cosmic energy kind of fly past and hit the railing and explode next to you. And that's the end of its this one's turn.
Messed up.
How did that one's initiative get fucked up? Oh, because I clicked the... That's weird. Okay, but it is now Sapphire's turn. Sapphire, you're holding onto a rope and you had a space ray strafe you.
Sapphire hates this. Can she clamber, like, on the rope to try to get closer to Stranger?
Yeah, you're holding an object, so I think you can push off just fine.
Okay. She's gonna do that.
I would argue you're also probably not untethered while you are holding a rope. Because untethered is you are without a means of, without support. So I think you're
If
not
you
clumsy.
delay, I can pull you in as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna... She's probably, like, honestly frozen right now, so she's gonna delay till after at least Stranger. Probably both Stranger and Squib.
Okay, I'll drag you down until under those two. Stranger, it is your turn. You have your scythe in one hand, I believe, and Sapphire in the other with the rope.
No, I wouldn't have my weapon out realistically.
Okay.
So I will just pull on the rope just to get Sapphire over here. I don't think that's going to be too difficult.
Give me an athletics check for vibes, and we'll say it's just like a...
Sure.
I think as long as you don't roll... yeah, you can absolutely move Sapphire wherever you want her to go with the rope, with that net.
Okay, I kind of catch her with one arm and set her not, I guess not on the platform exactly, because it's still not tethered, but kind of on the platform.
Yeah.
And then I will draw my weapon. Actually, I will tie the vacated rope to this railing and then draw my weapon.
Okay. So you're tying yourself to this?
Correct.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll say it's
And
like an
that's it.
interact action.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. It's pull, interact.
Yeah, basically just all three interacts, really.
Okay. Squib, it is over to you. You've watched one of these rays kind of roll up to your group and fire at you, and one fired an orb of energy at Sapphire and flew over the group.
If I fire at this, if I don't know if I can brace just so I don't get sent back or anything like that.
By
This
default,
railing.
well, you're not clumsy or off guard in space, so you're used to being on ships with zero gravity, so it's not really going to bother you.
Okay, it's not gonna shoot me back. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Well, you're about to see an expert goblin blast a poor critter.
That said, I think there are also some weapons in the Starfinder rulebook which will kick you back in zero gravity, but you're not using one, so that's a hit. That's this one up here. And pow, your matter displacer displaces part of the ray.
Just as it's supposed to. Reload. Round two. Ooh, not round 2.
You see it kind of flail, and it just barely bobs out of the way of your other shot.
Curses. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Sapphire, it is your turn now.
All right. Sapphire's slightly better because she's close. She's close to all of her friends, but everything is fine now. Everything is good. Okay. And pray to Yamyar and he will bless you.
Also, if you want to remove the untethered condition temporarily, I think you can interact to grab the railing.
Yeah, I think she'll try to steady herself and just not move and just chill here.
Okay.
So bless, and then she is going to cast guidance on Stranger. Stranger help her, and Stranger is right there.
Okay, that's your turn.
And that's it.
Okay. This ray saw the other ray take off towards something and wants to see what it wants. It's going to fly to here, where it sees the party. And it is going to make another fly action. And during this fly action, it is going to make 2 strikes against different party members. The first is going to fire one at Squib, the closest target. And then it's going to fire one at Sieg. And then continue flying, where it will come to rest just above this railing. So this one does land a hit on you, Sieg, or not Sieg, Squib, but it misses Sieg. For 11 points of fire damage as cosmic energy slams into you. And that's its turn. Alright, Sieg. Over to you. A bunch of rays storming in.
I see. I am going to first modify to increase damage by int on the turret.
Okay. Tweak your turret.
And then targeting the one that just did a flyby and missed me.
That was this one?
Yes, should be the one on the left, yes.
Yeah. That one.
I'm going to move right there and take cover within the protective shields and grab to it to not be tethered in space, hopefully. If not, whatever. Regardless, I should be
I think you
getting
can
some
grab
cover
something
from
nearby.
things that are going on. And then I'll be shooting the thing.
Go for it. You can remove your clumsy condition then if you're tethering yourself to something. Yeah, give me an attack roll when you have this one.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Go for it. That was a really close miss, so. That's better. That hits. You just light this up with electricity. As your Volt Thrower surges electricity. Give me some damage. I'm sure if you could hear in space, you would be able to hear them yelp a little bit.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. This last one. Just gonna take an action to seek and see what the others went for. It's gonna take an action to fly. And it sees Squib, and so is going to blast a cosmic bolt at Squib.
Or Squib.
Squib
I don't
no.
like this at all.
Squib's on the front line against the Ray War.
I don't think you should still have Raise the Walls. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh yeah, that is erroneous. However, that still misses because you watch this orb kind of travel for a while, and it's just enough time this Squib is able to kind of duck out of the way. Now for the last one. This one sees all the other rays, no issue. So he's going to fly here. And he's going to make a fly over the top of the party. As it does, it is going to rain down some cosmic radiation on first Sieg. It is hitting from directly above you, so I don't think you would have cover from this. And then doesn't matter because it missed you anyway. And then the other one targets Sapphire, who is a bright target.
No.
It does hit, dealing 6 damage. Yeah, they don't hit super hard, but they hit a lot. Alright, this first one is going to now go ahead and make another swooping motion as it swoops down on top of this equipment. It's going to fire 2 bolts, just like the other one did. One at Sieg, and one at Stranger.
Rude.
It hits some of the equipment and does not hit Sieg, and also doesn't hit Stranger. But it is going to go ahead and try and chomp Sieg. It's going to be a big map, so you better roll well, buddy. Critically missing. This other one is going to swoop in close. And it's going to fire at Stranger. That came from the other one. That's weird. Oh, I probably had the sheet open. And then it's going to also fire at Squib. Missing with both of those shots. And then we'll continue flying as part of that motion. Flying right past Stranger. And then it's going to try...
I can't see it because I'm refreshing because I don't hear the music.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, can I take a swipe at it since
Yeah.
it's so close?
You can just.
I didn't
hit
think I
it,
could reach the other one.
Yeah, no, this is at the same level and kind of flies right past the platform.
Take that, bean. Oh
Ooh,
my
nat
God.
20. That is a critical hit. That's some
Yeah.
critical damage. I mean, I need to get a follow-up attack. Yeah, so Stranger catches this, and it just goes limp. There's a big gash through it, and you see ray blood just kind of floating in globules in space. Its body just kind of drifts away.
Goodness.
Yeah, rip.
All right, Stranger. Well, it's now your turn.
Okay, well I'm going to push off and float menacingly towards this one over here on the left, actually.
Okay,
And I'm going to make a strike.
go for it.
I barely see my own action bar against the space.
That also is a hit.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, it is still intact.
How lucky do I feel?
You can only lose so many coin flips in Wordle, right? So you gotta make it up in Pathfinder.
So true, so true. I will take a second attack. Oh wait. Uh, I will use guidance on this. Oh, it doesn't matter because it doesn't stack with less.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
That's like your own little bless you can take with you as a treat.
Yeah,
All right, just hit. Ah,
complete hit.
That
Oh,
still
perfect.
hits.
yeah, excellent.
Good roll. So let's get some damage. See if this ray will ray its last. It's still just barely alive.
That's okay. I'm going to push off as a free action after making a successful melee strike and move back to where I was.
Okay. Is that the end of your
And
turn?
then drift into the box afterwards.
Yeah,
and that will
that's
be my
where I was gonna put you otherwise, so that's perfect. Alright, Squib, you've been strafed by a bunch of rays. I believe you have an unloaded gun, and it is your turn.
You are correct. So I will load. Lock and, as they say. The one that's above sea, like flying, where I won't take like a penalty shooting at it through the
Nope.
homies.
It's kind of perched on a big piece of equipment. As much as these animals can perch anyway.
Okay, but I should be fine to. I won't like have a disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't think you're screened. You're kind of shooting above. Well, how tall is... No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at this fella then.
Go for it. And that is a critical hit. Get some critical damage. You watch this thing kind of gathering energy to its mouth. And your shot just hits it directly in the mouth, and you see it kind of stop and stutter. And it is going to have to make a fortitude save to see if it's stunned. Alright, it passed. It kind of
There's
hacks
a little
for a
friendly-
second and continues.
A little friendly wave at it, sarcastically waving, and then reloads.
Okay, and that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Sapphire. This ray is kind of landed here and is biting at people, but things are existing. It's your turn.
Everyone is pretty healthy relatively, so fucking blast one of them.
Yes.
Probably the one way out there because it looks a little more hurt. This guy.
Yeah, that one got a few hits in from Stranger. You see these like icebergs.
It wouldn't happen to be armored, would it?
These creatures are effectively unarmored.
Okay. Darn. You know what? She doesn't roll things that can be hero pointed very often, so do it.
Yeah.
Do it again. Oh.
No,
Hey!
that's a hit. So you feel like you're about to miss this, and you lock in, as your trusted bodyguard might say, and it just a lance of fire collides with the ray. Let's get the damage for that.
I like to imagine I like Force Ghost spoke to you.
That's this one here, right?
Yeah.
You hit it center mass and pierce a hole directly through it, and there is just a scarred like ray donut just kind of sitting where it was.
I got one! She like calls out as she focuses on her bless and expands it. That's it.
All right, over to you, Sieg. That's one of the rays down, so
Aha.
that was the one whose turn it was next. So good work.
I'm going to use an action to activate my force field.
Okay.
And then I will hunker down to move right there, take cover, and then shoot at that one that was right next to me.
Okay. As your two-hit fires up, all your Volt Thrower shots land home. Let's get some damage. And that takes a pretty good hit out of it. Alright. This one up here continues flying towards the group. It's going to do a flyby here. And at this point in the flyby, it's going to shoot you. She'll have cover from this. And also it's going to hit Squib. So it'll fire at you first.
Would I have the greater cover from taking cover with my turret next to me, or?
I didn't see you took the action. My bad. Yeah, you'd have greater cover. Thank you for the reminder. And almost critically misses you because of that greater cover. And then fires its second shot at Squib. Also missing. And it continues flying here. And then for its third action, it's going to take a pot shot at Sapphire, who it can see from up here. And this just goes straight past you out and collides on the fire platform, Sapphire.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is going to continue doing what the others have been doing. But you are not smart enough to form up a coherent strategy, so you're just going to fly over and shoot things. So it's going to stop right here during this, as it drops one on Sapphire and then Stranger. And then continues flying overhead. And both of those miss.
Bombing run.
Alright, top of the round. This one's here sees only one thing it can kind of reach right now, since C got away from it. So it's going to try and bite at Stranger. And it hits. For 8 damage.
It could have been worse.
Yeah. And then it is going to go ahead and try and sweep its wing at Sapphire. Get raid. For 10 damage, Sapphire.
Okay.
And then it is going to take off and fly up to And you can.
I'd like to make a attack as it moves.
Yeah. Give me that reactive strike.
Absolutely. Make a reactive strike.
Attack.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is a critical hit, so let's get some critical damage.
That one's not so good, but hey.
That's plenty, so as it starts flapping its wings to fly, which really you're not sure why it would need to flap its wings considering it's a space creature, but how strange you're finishing this.
It's using solar wind to fly, so I get it. I guess I'm just kind of slashing through whatever organ on its wings allows it to fly in space.
Yeah.
Just kind of careens off into the distance.
Yeah, if you slash it here, it starts slashing or flying, and then spins off course. And just kind of spins off with the force of that. And comes to rest on this piece of equipment. Alright, stranger, it's your turn.
I'm a surgeon after all, not a barbarian. Okay, I got plenty of slack in the rope. I'll just kind of move over this spotlight.
Yeah, it's like you just kind of drift over it.
Yep, and go ahead and attack not the final ray, but one of the final rays.
You have to get a little higher, so I'll move you to 30 feet.
Well, it's a reach weapon, so.
Well, I'm saying to move over this, you'd have to move up a little bit, not because of your weapon.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I might be here then, but it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Take that. Maybe.
Yeah, that hits. Let's get some damage.
Do that.
For 9 damage.
Little medium. I'll take my free action push off now and just kind of float back down into the platform here.
Okay, get yourself on that.
Yeah, and then I will. Healing works on Sapphire, right? It just gives her temporary HP.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Squib, despite taking fire from all sides, is doing fine actually.
Yeah, Squib's kind of a badass. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
Yeah.
I will no scarb at this, and I will use my boundless, iridescent personality to restore 12 HP to Sapphire.
Yeah.
And probably back up to full for my son, but you never know. Ooh, maybe not. Not quite. Right, and that's all I got. Oh, and I will shift eminence to mirror region.
Alright, Squib. It's your turn. There is a floating ray to your north, up above, and then there's one to your south.
Squib, having kind of seen what just happened to his salve, goes like, "Man, Stranger's so sparkly." Beautiful. And then he aims his gun at the creature there, to the south, and fires.
And that hits its center mass. Let's get some damage. 7 damage.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll reload and we'll try again.
I'm feeling that 20.
No, wait, we're due for one. Not for that. You know
That's
what?
okay.
I'm feeling it. I'm so feeling it. Rerolling it. Okay, not feeling it at all.
Oh,
That hits. No, that was a reroll into a hit. So that was a really good use of a hero point.
I'm feeling it somewhat.
For 13 damage.
You know what? I'll take it for sure.
Alright, Sapphire, it's over to you.
All right. What? Sapphire has realized that she is a menace and is going to zap this one.
Oh no, we've given her power. I am no longer baby, I crave power.
She craves ray destruction. Oh. Well, she doesn't have a hero point, so rip.
Oh, you spaced that, Ray.
She will sustain her bless again to get Squib in it as well. That's it.
right, Sieg, over to you.
Alrighty. I am going to again modify for plus int damage. And I am going to shoot the one to the south.
All right, go for it. And that is a critical hit because of the bless and because of the fact that you have a striking weapon now. They're +1. I'm tactical advanced. I know Starfinder term. Anyway, for 18 damage, and that you watch it kind of twitch from the Volt Thrower, and then it just stays lifeless where it's floating in place.
And then third action, I will shoot the last one.
All right, let's get that attack roll.
Nice.
I was looking at that 20. That was back-to-back crits. All right. As this one begins to fly, it's going to go ahead and fire off 2 solar flares at the closest targets it sees. So first at Squib. That thing can't crit on a 19 on the die. That's crazy.
Ooh.
What a good dog. And then it fires the next one as it's flying at... Oh, I did not take off the cover. That does hit then.
I took the cover off.
Oh, you took it off. Okay. And that's a miss. And then it flies this way, high above you all. And then it is the third action. It is going to go ahead and drop one. Plop, as it spits a solar flare towards Sapphire. And it completely misses you. You're not sure if it actually fired at you or not. Alright, Stranger. Your turn.
Okay, let's see. I think that's 2 actions of movement to get over there.
Yeah, it's 45. It's 20 feet above where all of you are right now.
Yeah, and I got 35 feet of movement, which doesn't really help. Oh
17
well.
and a half with push off, I guess.
Yep. So I think I can get into range with my reach weapon in 2 actions. So I will go ahead and do that. I guess I'll end up like here, maybe.
Yeah, and if it's a useful keybind for anyone, while you are moving your token, Q and E can move you up and down.
Oh, handy.
So that's why
Very
I've been pinging your tokens by accident to move you up and down.
Okay, that looks about right.
Yeah. Let's get that strike.
Okay, and strike. And it's okay. Even if I
'Cause it's a
miss,
nat
it will not
20.
float into the blackness of space. Oh, okay. It didn't
All right. Another crit. Stranger is critting back to back on these today. It's great. Let's get that critical damage.
Oh,
And you hit it cleanly. It's not quite dead, but it got really fucked up by that hit.
that's okay. I trust in my compatriots. I'm gonna. Despite being a parachute, I still don't feel comfortable floating upwards into space, despite the rope. So I'm just gonna push myself back towards the platform.
Yeah, and one
I just
clean
hit the
motion,
platform directly, I think.
you just kind of push off it. Yeah.
Yep.
Like a cat, land on your feet.
I was
Squib?
even below it, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's A+. Over to you, Squib. There's one more ray left.
You know what I'm going to do to it. Reload and blast. Crit?
Oh,
That was a crit.
Oh,
hey.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
a 15 on the die for a crit by 13. So let's get the critical damage.
big damage, big damage. Get those ones out of here. What are you doing?
Well, that's okay, because in the exact moment, as if you had practiced this by synchronizing your movements, as Stranger pushes off, your shot just cores it. And the force of that, it just kind of floats away. And that is the end of combat.
Woohoo!
Goodbye, Ray. I'm sorry you weren't friendly.
Oh well, a lot better than the cats.
Not that one.
I'm not sure if the cats are scarier or the endless void of space.
So,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, there's nothing standing between all of you and the main generator panel up here.
I'm gonna slowly start floating my way over there.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm going to offer the other end of the rope to Sapphire after untying it from myself.
Sapphire will happily take it. Thank you, stranger. I'm not exactly built for this.
And I don't think I'm going to be much use messing with computers, so I'm just going to stay where I am and hold on to this spotlight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sapphire's going to attend to her wounds while the others are making their way to the computer.
Yeah.
Wounds.
Can you?
Yeah, I can treat wounds myself.
I just mean
In space.
through your spacesuit.
Oh yeah. The
I mean, you can treat wounds in general in Starfinder, and you always have a spacesuit on, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm curious if they've like addressed it.
See, as you approach, you also see some sort of laser panel holding some sort of safe.
You said laser, and I thought I was like, oh, yeah, I triggered a trap. I'm dead.
No, I'm just saying you see this box that you probably would hurt your hand reaching through, but it's possible there's controls to turn this off.
well, there's money in
One would suspect there is money in there.
it.
I will take a moment and look at it and see where the cords for everything connects to, presumably this computer terminal.
You get the idea that this is probably controlled by the nearby terminal.
And I will access the computer terminal.
Okay. So first, there's going to have to turn this on. So I'll need a computer's check to turn on and log in. Yeah, you're good. You're able to log in, and you see an option to restore power.
Pushing a button.
As you push the button, it says operation successful, and nothing happens. And you notice that there are a couple cords that are kind of damaged on the side. You get the idea that you could probably fix it with a crafting check or maybe an engineering lore check. If anybody had engineering lore in the party.
I'll start fiddling with it.
Okay. Then give me an
Squib's
appropriate
gonna
check.
jump over.
As you hop over Squib, you see that Sieg reconnects the system, and then I assume restarts the power shift.
I push the button.
And the station, you see all the lights come on. And the grid to your side, there's an option to disable it. I assume you're also pushing the button.
I push the button.
And the lasers fade away. I don't have a graphic for that, but you should be able to physically move over to this and grab this now and split that.
Squib slaps him in the back of the leg because he can't reach his eyes as Joel.
Okay. Inside of that,
Did that split correctly?
yeah, everyone check if you got 1,500 credits.
Yes, that looks right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I am very poor before. Now Sapphire is
What
rich
is-
again.
what is
the
poor?
Royal District.
All right, and you've all successfully restored power.
Very nice. Very nice. Does it cause any like visual change outside that I would notice?
Yeah, you notice a lot of the windows. You see like lights come on.
Okay, that's my signal to look back over here and just check on what you're doing. Make sure everybody's safe.
Just leapfrogging from stuff to stuff. Kelly's comfy.
All right, I take it the party's heading back inside.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back over here. And it takes us back over to you all. Open the doors, and a voice greets you. Oh my god, you're all back! Woo, you did it! Congratulations, I have most of my functions back.
Sapphire, for a brief moment, looks back outside the door, debating zero gravity or this.
You had a great time.
So, I think the terminal's probably on.
Sieg looks down at his hands. What have I done?
A damn fine job.
Well, let's talk to
Collect my rope and
the
put it back.
owners of this place and figure out what's going on.
Sapphire's stuck on a... There we go.
Yeah, this is like a big platform here in the middle.
Well, I turned off my light so that the rays wouldn't see me. And now it's dark again.
Oh, let me reduce the light darkness level. There. You see the lights kind of pop on in here.
Oh, thank you, Station AI.
Yeah, thank you. You got the power back, so I can do more. Anyway, here, let me just log you in. You can use my authentication. And this should let you into the panic room.
I'm sure this giant suspicious eyeball behind this is fine.
Yeah. That's a creepy
Totally.
ass map detail. Alright, and you open in the door?
Are there any camera functions for what's on the other side?
Nope. As you saw earlier at the camera station, there are no cameras pointing into the panic room.
Squib's gonna open the door and go, Candygram!
Well, there's a force field, so I'll have to wait until Sieg
Oh, sorry.
powers that down.
Squib's gonna wait for the force field to drop down and then say, Candygram!
Alright. You step into like a little like as the shield goes down, you step into a main room up here, and there's like a little like not an airlock, there's like a little tiny foyer, and another door opens, and you see what you walk into as you say Candygram is a lot of guns pointed at you.
Okay, someone's not a fan of sweets.
And you hear a voice in the back. A man gets up. He's kind of wearing a nice suit and a hat. He goes, "Hey there, here's the rescue. Wait a minute. You guys ain't with my group. Who the hell's you?" And you watch the guns go back up pointing at you.
Steve's gonna turn to Squibs. Were they expecting you?
No, but I thought any friendly face would be welcome, but apparently not. We don't have hospitality here.
If you guys ain't here to fight, who the hell are yous?
We have some questions.
Well, go ahead and ask them. We've been up here for, 6 days? 7 days?
Yeah, your AI does not seem the most helpful. In fact, I would qualify them as unhinged.
Yeah, we got that one on a discount. Person who bought him's kind of a goner, but you're more generous than I am. She's kind of a nuisance.
Well, she kept us company when we took care of the murder cats and basilisk, and then also flipped the lights back on. So
Oh, you guys killed those things?
yeah, without a scratch. He lied.
Well, I guess it's kind of safe. It ain't most of the crew. Maybe. Yeah. Client ain't gonna be happy about that, but you know what? If there ain't no one to deliver, then the client ain't gotta worry about shit. Am I right?
Sorry about your
yeah.
merchandise, but it had the only cure inside of it.
Kia, what do you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's memeing, as they say.
Oh, I love a good meme, man. Now, go ahead and tell me what you were saying. You find something inside of that beastie?
Pal here turned to stone.
Oh, I mean, so did half the crew. There's some sort of antidote? Oh, well. We're gonna be sending this customer a complaint, I think. And a fat bill for all those lives that lost. But,
Best of luck collecting.
Turn to stone? Whatever do you mean? He has no recollection of what happened.
anyways,
That's probably for the best.
what are you guys doing here?
Boss, do you want to ask the questions, considering...
I'm not sure I should.
Well,
What did you want? What did you want to know? Just anything about Rose?
I mean, anything we can find out, yeah, about Rose or anything that's been going on.
Hey, what you guys talking in the hallway for? Come on, you guys are my guests. Come on in.
Don't be shy. You light up the room.
Yes.
It's not about you. I'm more afraid that Stacy is going to slam the door when I walk through it.
He lowers his gun. He's holding basically a Tommy gun. He lowers that and kind of makes like a beckon to y'all. And all of the other mercs kind of like lower their weapons a bit.
Well, I will flick off my cryosite.
I'm gonna unplug that AI when I see her again. She, like I said, kind of a nuisance, and frankly, was not helpful when we needed to rely on her. Good accountant, but I don't know. They says she can't change the admin passwords, and what does she do? Change the admin passwords. Gotta go manually get that back. Makes up all sorts of bullshit. She's like, oh, I can't lie. Oops, I lied. What a fucking useless piece of software.
Flawless software, of course.
Top shelf material for sure. But yeah, we were looking for some information on someone who may have been through here.
I'm listening. Please come have a seat. And he kind of beckons y'all over to the lounge in the back. Jeremy, you can leave us. And this Yusoki gets up and kind of scampers away.
Sapphire just stands politely by the door.
Cool, we'll take a seat and kind of nestle himself in.
I'll just move this over to Scar the Survivor real fast. I mean, no particular reason.
Yeah, we got another guest here who's been locked in. This here's Ripta. He's just been, employment of circumstance. Am I right, pal? And he's a large patra to catfolk. He's probably bordering 7 feet tall. And he just kind of goes, something like that. If you've got business with these folks, do you want me to sit out? He goes, use my guest, buddy. He's the best muscle we can find.
One muscle
Anyway.
to another. It's great. It's great to meet you. So we were looking for someone named Rose who may have been through here.
I ain't heard that name. I'm gonna need a little more information about whoever you're looking for. And why is your friend out in the lobby there? Please have her come over.
Oh, I'm very comfortable over here, thank you.
No, I think you'd best get over here.
We were just out in the cold void of space, and she's a little space sick. I think she's worried about throwing up all over the cushions.
Yeah,
You
that.
see kind of apprehensive looks from all of the other mercenaries as they kind of like expect you to move.
She ate a lot of eggs earlier today, which is my bad.
Oh, I
but-
fucking love eggs, man. Scrambled, cooked, sunny side, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and as the muscle and bodyguard of my boss, she's my boss, I gotta make sure she's fed, but then you run into problems where full tummy, space sickness, beautiful red cushions and carpet, you don't want to vomit all over it, but...
Well, if that's the case, he kind of gets up and walks past Sieg. If she's the boss, then she's the one I want to be talking with.
Oh, no, it's certainly fine. You can talk with my associate.
And he comes and puts an arm around your shoulder. How you doing, beautiful? What business you got?
We're just here. Do you know someone named Rhodey?
Rhodey. Also doesn't ring a bell. So
Okay, well, they will going down.
Hey, aw. So you guys looking for a Rhodey and a Rose? Like I said, both these. Any description gonna help. Listen, y'all did us a solid getting us out of the panic room. I'm a man of hospitality and generosity. If you want some information, I'll give that to you at no cost. That's the least I can do.
So I imagine Sapphire probably has like a selfie of her and Rose on her comm unit. So she's gonna pull that out and just show it to him. Be like, this is Rose.
Oh. He kind of immediately takes his arm off you and Seps. He says, "Oh, my condolences. Lady, I'm afraid that's the lady some creepy dude kind of hired us to help him track down."
Sapphire suddenly goes from like scared to just like ultra serious and just turns and looks at him.
Hey, I just want to say, we didn't kill your friend, but I seen the guy who did.
A creepy dude.
Name?
He didn't give a real name. He just calls himself the Master. He really, kind of a creepy dude. He's kind of got these, like, pokey metal arms coming out of his back, and he's I think he's human. Some kind of, I don't know. He's some kind of dude, but he's something else, man. Dude's like a fucking cult fanatic or something at that point. I, ain't mean to be insensitive, but carve that gal up like a turkey.
Ew.
Sapphire's kind of just look of disgust on her face. Well, what about Rhodey then? I don't know if I have a picture of him.
Would you know how to contact the creepy man, even if you don't know name? Like, did he leave a callback number, a return address?
Oh, trust me. We tried following up, and all we're getting is some people who work for him back on a pear sheet. They fucking bunch of religious nut jobs follow someone called Ruach. I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's a weird
I don't
name.
know. He got some religious people with him. I didn't think he's with that church of Yemyar. Seems a little too rough and tumble for those folks.
I don't actually know anything about this. So.
That's right, you don't.
Okay.
Like that. Also, creepy as in, like, did he have a weird demeanor?
Look,
He's not one of those perverts, right? He's not like...
I
Talk
mean,
about
he
feet.
might have been. I didn't ask his motive. He paid me not to ask his motive. He paid our group. But we needed someone to get him into Mithra, and got himself out after that. But not the tallest gentleman, but he's got a real growly voice, little unnatural sounding, kind of like this, like he a real villain type, and like I said, he's got these kind of metal arms grafted into him, and I don't know, like a walking spider or something. Not really. He's a guy, but he's got arms. Besides his two arms,
Oh no, Doc Ock.
Yeah, kind of like him.
Yeah. Not too tall, but short. The short ones are the most dangerous. But
Yeah, that's right, Shorty. You know what's up.
oh yeah,
And he kind of walks over and he kneels, like half crouches and like gives you a fist bump.
it's returned.
This is like that how to talk to short people wrong panel.
Yes.
It's working.
Anyways, if you guys wants to find this weirdo, one, don't mention Common Vix's gang. Two, you're gonna want to go somewhere to Apershi and look for some followers of Ruach. I can't give you a better start than that. I try and, well, I've been too busy to bat to Apershi, and we've been in here since then, so. Actually, pretty much
Apershi-
since then. We got back from the job and found the place was a wreck.
Parashi, followers of Ruach, weird, creepy, pervert man with robot arms. Better lead than what we had.
It is.
It's an entire planet and several space stations. Is it? Do you at least know whether they're in orbit or not?
I'm gonna hazard a guess. These guys ain't probably operating anywhere that, God, what's the name? The Shiggs brothers or the Valise ARC ain't, I wouldn't take kindly to some creepy nut jobs like this guy. So, just on my guess, I'm gonna say from the surface. Ain't many people, but if you want to hide in a parachute, that's probably where you do it. You ever been there, kid?
Nuh-uh.
You could say that.
Okay, you from a parachute. Okay, you're from the space station. One of them. Yeah, me too. Anyway, y'all asked about some. That accent just shifted halfway through. You all was asking about some other guy, Rhodey.
Did we have a like a screen name or an alias for him that he was using?
You probably could have gotten it off of his tablet.
I can't remember if someone mentioned that or not.
No, I don't think anyone mentioned any. It does not come to mind for me.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we did happen across a like a screen name, then I can use that instead.
Yeah, this ain't ringing a bell. Oh, why is you looking for this guy? That guy's some kind of. Hold on, and he kind of like looking on his phone, googling this name. He got some kind of trado. He do you wrong?
Associate. Some
This
gang
is
whacked him. We want to know why.
Hey, it wasn't me. My guys keep a good log of who we got.
Yeah, the folks that did him in were like mega military, or at least close enough.
Oh, I ain't know anyone like that. You guys get a name on the group? Anything like that?
Oh, they were in and out, lickety split.
No, they didn't seem to need to advertise.
I mean, contacts, anything like that. I don't know. If you guys don't know much about who attacked you, then that's okay.
Had he's gonna recount the like attack ship they had and their general like equipment, but that's all he knows.
Whoever they are, they must have been expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's almost sounds like them bootlicking red scobs, but that's a little expensive even for them.
Blue scarves. There's blue scarves and red scarves?
No, I said bootlicking red scobs. They fucking
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's your accent. I'm not used to it. Not that it's wrong, just
yeah, I get it from you Amayurians. Y'all got real slow accents by my count. Anyway, no, I called them a bunch of fucking bootlickers because all they do is take contracts from the government. Values ARC, Shiggs Brothers, Amayuria, Molino, Marcia Bay. Yeah, all those groups, whatever. I mean, yeah, you can buy them with other people, but real goody two-shoes.
what kind of contracts are they taking from Maria?
I mean, listen, kid. Sometimes, them goody two-shoes calls themselves the Empire. Need some things done for a little cheaper. You find someone like the Red Scobs and they get it done.
Sapphire just kind of like
I
goes
mean,
quiet, thinking.
I mean, that ain't all they do, but they make a big deal about, oh, we's the good ones. We're goody two-shoes with the Empire. No offense, lady. Y'all kind of a bunch of stuck-up asshats who fuck up my job. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Anyway, they like to appeal all high and mighty, but they got their stains. I know. I used to work for him. Also, I just think you did too, eh, buddy? And he kind of points to Sheik. Something about you looks familiar.
Zeke's not going to respond.
Feel like I saw you last time I was out in Marcia Bay. But, see a good number of folks like you out that way, so probably nothing.
At the bay, could have been like swimming. Maybe were you swimming?
I ain't the best swimmer, kid.
This guy's pretty good at swimming.
He's wearing a full body suit. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
He takes the cigar out of his mouth. He's like, see? This guy gets it. You don't swim in a nice suit. You got to change into something else. Anyway.
Like a
I just
swimsuit.
I just keep things running. Ever since I discharged from the Red Scars, like I said, used to run with those kids. A little too high and mighty and righteous for my case. He ain't making a real difference that way.
Well, this has been enlightening. Any other questions from the crew before we depart?
How much did they pay you?
It's confidential, ma'am.
Hmm.
I assume you mean for the beasties, unless you mean that weird guy.
No, to find Rose.
Oh, he paid a real. I ain't supposed to disclose this. And he's kind of glancing around because he knows that's going to be like disclosing details to people he's responsible for paying. He goes, we'll just say it was a good amount of money and a further amount not to say much. But like I said, I kind of owe you for getting us out of here. Otherwise, we were going to be in this panic room for another couple weeks. Maybe another couple months.
Sapphire would kind of like to just stare him in the eyes a little. There's like this brief glow is like, from her glamour as her vestige power is kind of shoving him the right direction with intimidating glare to give her an answer.
Okay, give me give me a intimidate roll.
This is what, coerce, I guess?
Damn. Wait, I have a hero.
Hero point.
0 point.
Haha.
Okay.
Yeah, coerce.
He goes, all right, lady. For reasons do me a favor and step into the other room with me. You all can come too. I just wanna. He kind of like looks at everyone, and they kind of get the mood. And the Patra kind of gets up and follows you all too. After you all step in.
Do I need to step? I may as well.
And as he walks in, Carmen goes, "Ripta, you ain't need to be in here, man." And he goes, "Frankly, it's been quite an unproductive partnership so far, so I think I'd rather like to hear this." "And I also don't believe you're in any position to be ordering me around when you haven't even paid me yet." And he kind of flicks at a device on his wrist, and you kind of see like little bits of light peek out. And he goes, "Oh, all right, buddy. I ain't gonna piss off the 7-foot cat man. All right. Anyway." And a door just kind of, use like a little force field shimmer over the door. It's, you don't hear the things outside. And he's like, "All right. It was in about range of, 60,000-70,000, pretty high-end contract."
Sapphire just kind of sighs. Says, "Well, at least I know there's a price on a life."
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. We talked about some grand design. Just don't get your church buddies out looking for us. Look, if I can give you some information that'll keep my heat down, I was just taking a job. He's figured out who you are by now.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want that to happen, I would not advise taking any more jobs from this man. Or if you hear from him, you let us know immediately.
Oh, this guy's ghosted us. I don't think we're gonna be in contact anymore. And frankly, I don't want to do jobs from this guy. Fuck, like I said, he's a fucking freak.
That's for the best then.
What kind of fucking sick freak coughs someone up like that?
On that we agree. Have a good day. Just gonna like walk up to the force field and wait for it to drop.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'm gonna side eye Riptor. Can I tell what he has on his wrist there?
It's on his waist. And give me any appropriate magic skill. So Arcana, Occultism, Nature, Religion, I think, is the divine one.
It is, yeah. I was just curious if it was an augmentation. If it's not, then I'm probably don't know what it is, but I'll give it a shot, sure.
You're not able to determine any properties about it beyond the fact that you do notice that when it flicked open, that light was magical. And it kind of reminds you of energy you've seen Solarians use. Except it seems contained in this small device instead.
All right.
As you all start walking out, as the shield drops, Riptor addresses all of you. He goes, "Any chance I could catch a ride out with all of you? If not, that's okay. But things are pretty boring here."
I don't mind. What about the rest of you?
Where are you going?
"Anywhere but here. Garmin's kind of a pansy." "Hey, who's it?" And Riptor kind of glares at him, and he's like, "Yeah, you kind of useless too, buddy. You ain't fight without your honor code going on or whatever shit. Get out of here."
Sure.
Riptor kind of smiles and goes, "All right, new friends found." Well,
All right.
maybe not friends, but you know. I am Riptor of the Nightwater Clan. My pleasure to join you all.
My name's Squib Fitzgerald. Here's my card. Work for this lovely lady right here.
And he kind of crouches down onto his, like, almost to his knees, fully crouched, to, like, take your card. He goes, "Oh, that's a pretty good card. I've got one too here." And he reaches into his back, like into a fanny pack he's got on, and pulls one out and hands it to Squib.
Thank you. I'll keep this.
I'll take very good care of this. Loses it immediately.
Never know. We'll have to call in the Riptar.
Hey, this is probably the first card he's gotten from somebody. This is probably a treasured possession.
This is. He's networking. Well, thank you for your hospitality, other boss man.
Yeah, if your boss wants more information about whoever attacked you, she ought to ask his superiors since they employ them so much.
Ask the what?
He said for you to ask your superiors since the Red Scars take so much work from the Amurians.
Yeah.
Quib does not touch that one. He lets that one hang. He gives a knowing nod to the other henchman, as a henchman of himself, as a goon.
Also, if and as you walk out, if any yous want a drink, it's on the house. Marty will hook you up on the way out.
I should drink and fly. So,
And as he is walking out, he's going to give Carmen a bombastic side eye and just shake his head no, and then keep walking.
All right. Stranger, are you sticking around here?
No, I'm just waiting for everyone to pass by before I leave.
traders would be like, "Can I join you guys?" Actually,
Anything but that. All right, now we have to go back outside.
All right. You all make your way back out to. I assume back out to the landing pad to your ship.
Oh goodness, yes. If that's an option.
yep.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to walk. As you step out into the lobby, a voice greets you. I assume you're walking to your ship though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Stacy. Hey, so you found them, right? Are they alive or did they like die?
Yeah, they're alive. They're chilling.
Cool, they'll be out soon, and then I can talk to somebody else again. Not that I dislike talking to all of you. You're nicer to me than them.
Yeah, they seem excited about that. So, look forward to it.
And as you're all walking, Riptor walks over and goes, "I've had about enough of that." And he pulls open this grate and rips out a bundle of wires. "Hey, don't pull the..." And the voice just cuts off.
Oh.
Oh wow!
He was
straight up.
Look, I have been noticing what the engineers fix and work on, and she's still on, but it's the speaker system. That'll shut her up until we get outside.
Well, that's good, I guess.
You didn't let her install herself on your ship, did you?
No,
No.
definitely not.
Oh,
Okay, good.
I will launch myself into space before that happens.
Alright, and as you all walk out, back to the landing pad, here's your ship.
I'm going to be glad to be not here anymore.
Yeah, you don't seem a fan of lack of gravity and air
And darkness. Don't forget the
and
darkness.
darkness. Yeah, lots of
And the weird
darkness.
computer.
No, she wasn't that way at all.
Somewhere in your mind, you imagine a voice is saying, "I helped plenty."
And I shudder. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna clean up the scene list real quick. And you are all able to get on the ship. And with a thrust,
Great.
I imagine Sfig piloting still. You're off into space.
Now that we're safely on the ship and away from the station, I was half expecting the fucking AI to be in a Gundam outside the fucking room waiting for us.
All right, so you're all back in space. Back on your ship.
Yep. Well, do we have supplies for a flight to parachute from here?
Yeah, you do. Your ship. Your ship's reactor is an Arcano reactor. So it draws power from, as long as you're in the Aurousa sector, from the latent mana that leaks out of the conflux. Your ship can draw power on that. It has replicators for food, and the showers and everything that basically work via conjuration magic. So you can effectively go anywhere within the Aurousa sector.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Yeah. You all have an upgrade crate as well that you can install on your ship. So
I'm holding out for the Aurosan Commerce Network to cover every planet.
when the Amurians have the most reach, they get to call it after whatever they want.
You're welcome.
Imperialism.
Sounds tyrannical.
Imperialism. Parentheses. Helpful in this one instance.
Wow,
my
Amazon
vote
sure is
for
convenient.
My vote is for shopping terminal, personally, but I also like teleporty cargo hold.
It's hard to be
I do like having just
convenient shopping.
Mm-hmm.
go onto Amazon and binge purchase and then regret it.
Shopping on Amazon.
All right, I'm hearing 2 for the sales terminal.
Can we turn it into rocks and upgrade our replicator?
Oh my god. That took me
Yes,
a
you can
second.
replicate stuff you buy from online.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to get a level 2 crate to upgrade your replicator.
No.
That's someone named Red. Like to tweak her replicator and install more recipes on it. So you could probably write her if you want a custom menu.
Oh.
All right, so I'm hearing 2 for the sales terminal.
Mm-hmm.
That
3, I
sounds
think.
like-
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
That
in
sounds like 4.
I'm ambivalent.
All right. In that case, I will. I don't know, what room would I put it in? We'll put it in the other engine room. Engine room beta.
Yeah, just say it's part of the like it's here maybe.
Yeah, that's true. We don't need that terminal. All right. Well, you're able to now buy and sell things freely from your ship.
Yeah.
Selling will be at half as usual.
But of course. See, it's a pear sheet, but it's at least it's the surface, so I don't know if I should expect more low gravity.
So what you know about a pear sheet is that it is a very habitable and livable planet with typical gravity.
I mean, yeah, but so is Aurousa.
Yeah, so what you remember about a pear sheet stranger, and if anybody wants to give a society check, you can probably recall this too. The Shigs Valis Compact is essentially the closest thing to a ruling body on a pear sheet. This is made of representatives of the Shigs Brothers Ventures. Sieg, you would absolutely also know this. Shigs Brothers Ventures and the Valis ARC, Arms, Mining, and Construction, as well as a council of citizens who are unaffiliated with either corporation, inducted by appointment through current members or votes. Half of the People's Council are appointed and half are voted. And so those are people who generally are from the surface. As for Shigs Brothers Ventures, they make up a... They specialize originally in mining and excavation. When you saw that mech back in that quarry, this, you remember now, that was a Shigs Brothers Ventures logo on that. The largest of the 3 orbiting stations belongs to the Shigs Brothers Ventures. The other 2 belong to the Valis ARC. As for Apershi, it has not the most habitable space on the planet, at least compared to, say, like Aurousa. But a lot of that is due to like mountainous terrain or like thick forests, which are maybe not the most hospitable. And they generally have, a non-aggression pact with the orbital corporations. The surface folk towns are generally independent of one another, but have a lot of culture and traditions they maintain that are important to them that you don't really see observed on the stations as much. Anything else you would like to know about Apershi with that role?
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense to me.
Okay. All right. Well, you all have a few days until you are going to be making it to Apershi. Or heading down to the surface directly.
Do we consider where we want to drop off our companion?
Is there a typical process for visiting the planet that involves going to a station?
Typically, you will want to get a clearance pass from one of the 2 corporations if you're not, directly employed with a reason to bypass that process. Apershi has seen war with the Amurian Empire in the past, and it came out to basically a stalemate, with the Amurians getting pushed off. So they're a little wary of people who are visiting in general.
We would never cause trouble.
Mm-hmm. Sapphire's not gonna have her vestige glamour up when they arrive at this planet.
Let me get a piloting check, Sieg. Just for the trip in general. And you all have time to rest over Okay. You all have time to rest and heal yourselves to full and things like that. We'll say it's about 2 days of rest. I think that's important, Sapphire, for your vestige toll.
Yep. 2 days was just enough to get me back to no toll.
Perfect. Okay. All right. You are a little ways out from a Parashi. Let me take us back to the Aurousa sector map. So we'll say the party. Pan the camera for the stream. To here. You're most of the way there. When you see coming in a couple of ships, and see you get a notification that they are locking you. So how we are going to do this is
Hooray!
that. So the TLDR is there are stations on your ship. I will post these. An engineer. The short story is you still roll initiative like normal. At the beginning of your round, you can select a role that you want to take from the available ones. And then there are other actions that you can take, which will either move towards escaping your pursuers or destroying them. So for the weapons, to give an idea of this block, so like the ranged by the weapon. Ship has, you will need to move an item. It's in the items tab into your inventory and equip that to use this action. You basically fire it like a weapon, so it's a dexterity attack. For navigation, you can either use a computer's or a survival check to try and calculate an escape path. Once you have a certain number of escape points, you can outrun your enemies. You can also there are 2 actions, which is Inspire Heroics. You can attempt a tough diplomacy check to give an ally a +2 status bonus to their next check, attempted as part of the scene. And if you get a critical success, you can pick 2 allies. You can also forcibly open a transmission to the enemy ship and attempt to intimidate them. And you can make the enemy pilot frightened 1 or 2, depending on your result. The engineer has a role for emergency repairs, which you can attempt a crafting check or an engineering lore check to repair your ship, which is immune for a certain number of rounds afterwards. And you can also, as the engineer, overclock your shields. So your ship has 10 shields, which are temp HP, and you get 5 back at the beginning of each round if it's taken damage. Any questions on that so far?
Nope.
I get the gist.
All right, well, you can add yourselves to initiative.
Sapphire is fucking ready for spaceships.
And since we're doing
Can
this,
I use piloting instead of perception?
you're actively flying the ship, so yes, I think so. And don't worry about move speed during this. That's not as much of an issue. Let me go ahead and move this block for your ship into the middle so you can see how your ship is doing health-wise. If you hit P for the party menu, you can also see the statistics of your ship, which has an HC of 21 and 75 hit points, and it has 10 temp HP.
If you put something to where we're supposed to see the health of the ship, we do not see.
Oh, sorry. That would be here.
Ah,
I forgot to unhide the token because it's big. All right.
I do have one quick action question before we start.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I use this to remotely access things that are within that range?
No.
I gotta ask.
What do you want to do?
Would I be able to activate the navigation sector while still at the helm?
No. You pick a station at the beginning of your turn that you want to use. Running around isn't really an action, so like you can move freely and take a station as one action. The way the rules for this are set up is that you take an action to take your station, or I guess you pick one, and then you take a 2 action during your turn.
Okay.
In this, are you able to take normal, like, character actions as well, or are you stuck to only ship actions?
I'd say you can. I should say in that case, that's mostly why Siegs is like superfluous, because you could just take an action to go over you could just go over to navigation and take that as your action. You wouldn't need to do it remotely.
Okay.
Because all the pilot actions are 2 action ones anyway, so.
Yeah. I'm mostly thinking, like, can I throw up less?
Everything's 2 action.
Get to like the captain station, and the next turn sustain it and do captain stuff.
There's not really a point to having your captain actions if you can just bless everyone.
Well, they're bigger numbers.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'd say you can
also
bless.
the frightens.
Yeah, I'd say if you're willing to expend a spell slot, you can bless.
Cool.
All right, let me change the music. And let's get started. Sapphire, you are the first one acting. Which role would you like to take?
Sapphire's going to take captain, because she would be horrible at everything else.
Okay, you can probably want to move yourself into the main room.
Yeah, she's going to, like, hearing battle station.
First and foremost, before all that happens, Seek is going to go over the intercom. Battle stations.
Yeah, exactly.
Your doors are not open.
She's going to, like, scramble into the main room. It's kind of reflex for her at this point. Just like, something is going on. Pray to Yimyar, get ye blessings.
Okay. You have another action then.
Well, there's nothing I can do that's a single action. It's not actually applying the blesses to anyone.
Oh, because we're gridless.
That would do it.
Y'all can give yourselves a +1 status bonus to attack rolls. That's true. It only affects attack rolls too.
Yes, it's really only helping our weapons. So
okay, that sounds fine.
Single action, she will use guidance on Seek, because Seek is at the helm. That is important. That is an important job you have there, Seek. Please have the blessings of Yimyar.
All right, we go over to our first fighter, who's going to target your ship, which is now locked. And they are going to fire their cannon. They land a hit on your ship. And carving through some of your shields. Why did the fighter take damage? Takes 8 damage. And then as they go ahead, they then move to try and flank. And they are going to attempt a piloting check against the DC of the ship. And then as a success, the ship is going to be off guard against the next attack that comes their way. As they move here into a flanking. Alright, stranger. It is your turn. Which role would you like to take?
All right, I'm gonna zip out of the engineering bay and over to navigate. Drop into the seat and start seeing how to evade our pursuers. I'm going to make a survival check to start a course. I guess I might as well night surge. What else am I going to do with it?
All right, that is a success. You have 1 escape point.
Ooh, it mattered.
It did.
All right, and that's all I got.
All right.
I will clearly be taking the helm.
Yes. That makes sense. What action would you like to take as helm?
Would I be able to do a one action recall knowledge to gain any info about these fighters?
Since I kind of have that, let me double check. I think I have that baked into scan.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just a bonus to their attack roll. I just want info about the fighter in general.
Throw me a society roll. Blind.
Can I interest you in a technology lore?
Yeah, that'll give you less information about who's attacking you and more what their capabilities are.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. These are fighters that simple fighter craft that are available commercially. Both mercenaries and individuals are able to buy them. By the looks of it, you recall that they are mostly manufactured at a Pershi, though they are seen all around the Aurousa sector. They're very common. They're agile. They have a burst cannon that lets off a set of lasers, and they're, as you've seen, they will flank. Is there anything else that you'd like to know about them?
My only real question would be, with the knowledge that I have of my ship and their ships, do I feel like we are a match for them, or do I feel we are outmatched?
You get an idea that your ship's pretty sturdy, and it's a decent match.
All right, I will outflank.
Trying to shoot them down is not a bad idea, but it's not the only option either, basically. I
just wanted to get a decent feel for whether I think the battle would go in our favor just based on the specs of the ships.
Yeah. It's a pretty even matchup. In that case, give me that piloting check, and which one you want to try and outflank.
The one that attempted to outflank us.
Okay, give me that piloting check.
Nice. I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
Thankfully, there is no penalty for a critical failure. That is a 1 on the die, and as you Attempt to outflank them. You notice them keeping up with you.
It'd be
Alright.
like that sometimes.
The other fighter makes a strafing attack on your ship. That is... Oh, sorry, sorry about that. As they fire their cannon. And they score a critical hit because of the flanking from the other attack. Dealing 14 damage to your ship. And then they're going to go ahead and attempt to continue flanking. They fail, and your ship is no longer off guard. They got that critical hit because of the off guard, so the next attack should not hurt as much. Squib, over to you.
My whole green light for this. On the weapons turn. I'm gonna take aim at the one that just shot us.
Okay, that's this one over here.
On the right, yeah, and fire back.
All right, you have the weapon in your inventory and equipped.
Oh yeah.
All right, give me that attack roll then.
Get +1 on that from Bless.
Yep. And there's no range increment in space, so don't worry about that.
Okay, doke.
At least in these roll stuff, there's no range increment. And that is a critical hit as your attacks fire back. One moment. I have a cool... And the enemy ship... Where did that one go? Public. Takes... you score a critical hit across the cockpit and it is almost destroyed. You pierce right through the shields and leave a critical system injured.
Quibbs is cackling. You all want me to do this, right? I'm not gonna get in trouble?
No, you're doing great, Squib. Keep shooting up. Blow up those ships, not ours.
Yes, boss.
Alright. Top of the round. Your ship regains 5 hit points as the shields begin recharging. It's also the top of the round. And you all get a hero point.
Whoa.
Hooray. Love it.
Alright. We are next up to Sapphire. Which role would you like to take?
She's staying on Captain, and she is going to slam open a frequency to both of them.
One of them.
Oh, just one of them?
Yeah.
The less hurt one.
Okay, that's the left one.
Yeah, the left one then. She's going to open a channel to them and say to them, look, you can run away now, or we can do to you what we're doing to your friends over there.
Alright, let's
Roll
get
intimidation.
that intimidation roll.
I'm gonna hear. Slightly better.
And they reply back, lady, look, empty threats, don't speak as well as credits. Ain't nothing personal.
Sapphire, just squints at the comm unit and then waves her left hand towards Squib and casts guidance on it. She's like, get him, buddy!
My pleasure.
And as the comm channel closes, more laser fire racks your ship. Oop, that was not meant to be private roll. Dealing more damage to your ship. And your ship takes 5 damage. as your shields just barely flicker off. And then they will attempt to move into another flanking position. And as they do, Sieg is able to catch them this time, and they are not able to move into a flanking position. Hi, stranger. Up to you. Which role would you like?
I'm going to zip back over to the engine room and take on engineering for this time. Who closed the door? It could have been anyone. And we're going to attempt a shields up with crafting.
All right, give me that crafting check to overclock your ship shields.
What could go wrong?
Well, that is a success, so you're able to regenerate your ship shields to full. So your ship regains 10 temp HP.
Very nice. That's all I got.
I will attempt to outflank again, but I will do the other one, the one that is hurt.
Okay, give me that piloting check. And that is a success. This one on the right is now off guard, as they are now lined up perfectly in your guns.
And that will be all.
All right. As this one does, it gets a good point blank shot though, and will attempt to fire at your ship. And because of the position that you got, it's not able to hit you well. But it does try and move into its own flanking position as it moves towards approximately your tail. And it is no issue getting you distracted and set up for a shot from the other ship. Squib, it is over to you.
I think we'll continue shooting, and we'll target the one that we have already hit.
Go for it. Give me that attack roll.
All right.
All right, and that is a hit because of the flank that Sieg set up. And let's get some damage rolls on that ship.
Nighty night.
All right, and you see your lasers hit the main ship, and there's a small burst of fire out of the oxygen in the cockpit as it explodes and is removed from combat. All right, top of the round, and your ship is at full shields, so it does not need to regenerate any. Sapphire, it is your turn. Which station would you like to take?
Staying captain and gonna do similar to what we did last time. Open the channel to the one remaining one and say, "All right, you get a second chance."
All right, let's get that in 10.
Aha.
This time they stay quiet
Good.
and they shut your channel off and are now a frightened one. However, they are still engaging you.
Yeah, you know, that's understandable.
Quick question: are we still flanked with the other one dead?
Yes. However, it will clear after its own attack now.
And that's it. That's her turn.
Cool. And then is going to go ahead and hand the camera out. Fire its cannons at your ship. Because of the fact it was able to get a flank, it was able to score a hit, dealing some further damage to your ship. Oh, I'm still in blind roll mode. And your ship takes 5 damage. It does not pierce the shields. Alright, stranger. It is over to you. Which roll would you like?
I'm going to stick with engineering. This time I'm going to attempt some repairs. I'm going to cross to over here, pull open a drawer, and take out a canister of repair nanobots, and just kind of tip it into the input slot on the engine.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and try
It's
to
a
repair that.
crafting check.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Nice.
Hey.
Well, you could get a success, and you restore 10 HP to your ship, bringing your ship up to 73 out of 75 HP, and your ship is immune for 1 round.
Okay. Over to you.
Alright, Sieg. I assume you would like Helm.
Indeed. We're going to go back and flank the first one.
Alright. Oh yeah, this other one never tried its piloting check to up its flank. I'll do that afterwards. You were able to successfully get it off guard. Wait, yes, off guard.
And that will be all.
I forgot to do this during its turns. Let me just roll that real quick. Okay, doesn't matter. Why'd you roll quiet? It wasn't able to flank you anyway. Squib, it is over to you on weapons.
Let's give you a taste of the good stuff. Skrr. Oh, we're rolling that.
No.
Well hit.
All right,
Oh.
because of the fact that C got you in position with a good shot, it seems like it's right about to fly out of your weapon's gimbal range when your shots collide.
Get
All right, give me
gimbaled.
some damage. Oh shit, it deleted the damage roll. I'm sorry, do you mind re-rolling that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's no more eloquent way to set up the cannon shooting than fake attack rolls. Alright, and you hit this for... you pierce through its shields and it takes some core damage. Alright, top
Excellent.
of the round. Your ship regenerates another 5 shields and is back up to 10 shields and 73 of 75 HP. Sapphire, which role would you like?
Sticking captain. Sapphire is going to call out to the crew. Be like, well, they don't want to talk to me anymore, so Squib, finish him off. We're gonna inspire
Okie dokie.
heroic. Oh. She's not very inspiring.
It's hard to feel inspired by Sapphire when you've been chaining hits back to back. Like,
Squib doesn't need it.
Squib is so high on his own gunnery right now. It's hard to inspire him further.
Didn't hear you over the cackling.
Squib's gone weapon blind.
Alright, here we go. I can clean. Alright, the enemy fighter is going to, in no surprise, continue firing at you. Landing a critical hit as shots... you see the shots explode on the shield right on the cockpit. As the ship takes 16 damage from its lasers. And the ship
It is a surprise that they're still trying to shoot us. I figured they'd be trying to rack up some escape points to get away.
Well, they don't have to rack up escape points. You guys have to run away.
We're the aggressors now.
Well, you are a cruiser fighting a fighter, so yes.
Are we the baddies?
They started.
Sapphire asks herself this a lot. And then it attempts to move into a more advantageous position. And the ship will be off guard to the next attack it makes.
How dare you say that Sapphire's religiously dominated imperialistic country could possibly be the baddies?
When has an empire ever been evil in sci-fi?
That's what I'm saying.
I watched Andor and I was like, damn, that fascism is so cool. Anyway, Strange, your turn.
In FTL, the rebels are attacking you. So
That's crazy.
Okay. While I'm in here, the monitor in the corner kind of flashes a warning that the shields have gone down. So I'm going to move over here and attempt to redirect power to the directional shields facing the enemy target. So I'm going to go for shields up again. Look, to succeed, just roll good and don't roll bad.
Yeah.
Easy.
And that is a good roll as your shields, you shunt power where needed to the side shields to the front, just like in a certain game. X-Wing,
Wow.
you know.
Yeah. All right, next.
Rogue Squadron.
All right, Sieg, over to you.
All right, we're running it back.
Which
Outflank.
action? All right, outflank. All right. That is a critical success, and they are critically off guard, meaning they're still off guard. All right, Squib, over to you.
We're gonna crit him. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
All right.
Like, you're just so good.
Mm-hmm. Quib's just the best at hitting things. Blowing
The
up ships.
damage die, glancing shot, but
All right, as your attacks. That is not what those are supposed to do. Oh, they were targeting the wrong thing. Incredible. All right, let me fix
it
this.
bounces off a wormhole and then it goes into the other.
I'm going to redo that graphic. All right, this time. There we go. And they take 9 damage as you pierce through their shields. All right, and we are back to the top of the round. Sapphire.
All right. This time, she's going to appeal to Squib's more personal nature. Be like, Squib, you really are the best gunner that this ship has ever had. She's going to inspire. Ah. Is that enough?
That is not.
Nope. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold it.
True.
Don't change
thanks,
what's working.
boss.
Best gunner this ship has ever had.
All right, back over to the enemy fighter, which targets your ship, which it was able to flank. Basically, it's moving into an area outside of your guns to go for a better shot at you. It just so happened that the other ship was the one spending that off guard. So it is going to go ahead and fire. And despite that flank, it rolled a 1 on its attack roll. You watch them just like spray right past you, like they just followed the wrong aiming pip somehow. But they're gonna.
Someone turned off their targeting computer?
And they rolled another 1 on the die, failing to flank you further. But their shields do regenerate. All right, stranger, over to you.
All right, well, they've rolled 2 1s in a row. That means I can't possibly critically fail.
True.
Use it all up.
That's how it works. Roll
Another 18 on a repair.
I'll go for repairs. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good to repair now.
Yeah, the cooldown's over.
Yep.
Just don't roll a 3 or less.
Easy.
And we're good. No, it's as simple as that.
Your ship up to full, which is 75 HP.
And that's
And your ship is going to be on repair cooldown for
Lincoln.
4 rounds.
You know what? Because Squib seems to need the off guard. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Teague is the one truly helping Squib here.
POV, you being carried by your pilot and void crew.
That will be all.
Keep them off guard.
that would never happen.
True.
All right, Squib, it is over to you on weapons.
I was just gonna now we're in the crit.
Eh.
Well, you did crit.
Because of the off guard?
Because of the off guard and because of the piloting. And with that, with another explosion, the enemy fighter is merely debris.
Ooh. Oh. You don't mess with the best.
You got to blow up 2 ships this time, Squib.
And no one's mad at me for it.
True.
Oh, I got fired for that last time.
Well, I'm not planning on firing you anytime soon.
Gonna make me cry, boss. But yeah, we're all green, which is good for Goblin.
All right, and that is our starship combat scene. Hope everybody
Very
enjoyed
nice.
that.
Very
Anyways, we were flying.
Anything you want to investigate about the wreckage or anything, which you can see a little bit about it.
Any idea?
Oh yeah, I'd like to make that society check now to figure out who they were.
Yeah, since you are trying to find it off of blown up wreckage, it is going to be a higher DC. But I will all the same except one. All right, just barely. Are you able? It looks pretty. There's not a lot left behind. There's some things from the cockpit. There's some weapons, and just barely, you recognize Sieg, the familiar branding of the Red Scarf Mercenary Corps.
Those jerks.
Who'd have thunk?
They've been on our butts still for a while. Kind of annoying me.
I am not a fan of them.
All right. And in various loot you're able to scrap off of their ship. Able to scrounge out 1,500 credits, so I will just put that here to split.
Ooh.
Someone, there you go.
Push the button.
Yeah, I don't know why I turned off the chat messages for splitting, but I think it's splitting correctly.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else you all want to do before you approach a parachute? You are set to make. Oops. You are set to make it to the planet within the next few hours. Or more specifically, you're set to make contact with the one of the compact outer fleet that'll probably screen you for coming in. And those.
a better time than after a thrilling space battle to do some shopping.
All right. What would you like to buy?
I don't know. I'm looking through. What level do we have access up to this terminal?
Anywhere you'll have access to your terminals of your party level, or your player level specifically.
Okay.
If you want to buy anything uncommon, I'll need a society check, and rare, I'll need a more difficult society check.
Yeah.
You can sell me on other.
Yeah.
Can that be an upgrade down the line to increase our party level in regards to the terminal on our ship only?
Understandable.
Squib's gonna stand next to the helm as he's flying and reenact and describe the ship battle that just happened, even though he was there and saw the whole thing with exaggerated explosion noises and like all that. Rolling to inspire.
Riptor, who's been chilling in like the kitchen, is like walks into the main room. He's like, "That was pretty good flying and gunning. You guys did good."
Yeah, we did.
Wow, thanks.
It's not my ship, not my point to touch anything.
Yeah, they kind of they got a name for us out in space. The Guild Goblin, the Gilblin.
Your group is the Guild Goblins? That's a pretty good name for a group.
Because we're the combo we got here with the flying and the shooting. I made up just now.
Sieg is gonna turn to Riptor. Can you kindly throw this goblin out the airlock?
He's such a jokester. I love it.
He walks over and he picks up Squib and he goes, "What? You want to waste incredible talent like this? This is the best gunner I've seen besides myself." And he pats you on the head and puts you back down.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. He loves me. He's
crazy,
joking.
man. By the
Perhaps
way,
if his naming sense were as good as his gunning.
Who
can't
leans
win
into
them all.
Riptar. He's he thinks I'm like his best friend. It's really cute. So he just likes to joke around.
To travel together with a good friend is respectable.
Oh yeah, we're all about respect here.
Not seen some of my friends in some time. That is, as I'm sure you know, the way the mercenary work works.
Oh yeah, there's some crewmates that's don't know when I'll see them next, but I'm happy with the ones I got right here. And you know what? I learned a valuable lesson recently. I'm glad it's not that AI. That could have been so much worse, traveling companion-wise.
And you're sure it did not install itself on your ship, just waiting to activate? You have
I'm pretty
antivirus,
positive.
yes?
Do we have an antivirus? See, do we?
Your ship does not have an antivirus.
Well, that didn't happen. And if it did, well, time for a new ship.
Sapphire calls out from the back room, "We have penicillin!"
Is anybody hurt? I am doctor.
I don't think
You and everyone else.
Well, I've got some military training for medicine. That's about it.
I'm pretty good. You know, hit a little turbulence, but about it.
All right, Sapphire, after looking through the catalogs, has figured out what she is purchasing.
All right. What is
she's
she
getting another spell chip for her thingy. I can't remember names of.
CAD.
Yeah.
And remember, if you want to calm Red, she'll make them for you for 90% of the cost.
Cool. Can she contact Red through this terminal to do that?
Your ship does.
Perfect. That's what she would like to do then. Wonderful. She would like to commission from Red a spell chip of sure footing.
And she replies back through a hollow. Hold on a minute. I have a way to do this. Yeah, I made a hologram token. All right. And you see a hologram of Red on your in the main room. I assume that's where you're talking from, is the main.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she goes, "Nah, how have you all been?"
Oh, hello. Pretty good. We got attacked by some fight. Okay, you don't even know we're in space now.
Oh, you're in space.
Yeah, we're in space now.
Hold on,
We're
let me
space
get
now.
let me get a view on the holo. Riptor, what the hell are you doing? And he goes, "You all know Bread?"
You two know each other. Oh, good.
Of course, I know my best friend's girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, well, wonderful. You'll be happy
It
to know
saved your
that
best friend's life.
we are also best friends.
Okay, but what are the odds of all this anyway? But I figured you're not all just calling me just to introduce me to Riptor. What? You're all in space now. You got a ship.
Yeah, so long story short, remember Rhodey?
Energetic little blue hair guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he had some problems and he's not with us anymore.
Oh, I didn't expect you all to off him, but I get how things work.
No, we didn't off him. Someone else did.
He didn't walk in front of a bunch of turrets, did he?
No, that was someone else.
In a sense.
entirely.
No, I
The
know who
gunfire came to him this time, unfortunately.
I know who Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, so we're trying to find out who did it, as well as who killed my friend Rose. We're on our way to Persia right now. And yeah, that about catches you up.
That's been a bit crazy.
Yeah, you could say that.
But is there any way I can help you?
Well, I was hoping you could make me another spell chip for this CAD that I got from you.
Describe the spell you need.
Well, it's a spell I'm aware of, but the way my magic works, I kind of have to, I guess, hope that spells come to me. I can't really pray for them like a cleric would. It's referred to in the text as sure footing. It's a not, mild spell, but I think you're more than capable of doing it.
And you hear like keyboard tapping in the background. Sure footing. Spellopedia. Okay. I think I can make you something like this. Give me a couple hours.
Great, thank you.
Do you have a method to beam things to your ship? Oh, wait, I can just do it through this.
Oh, great, wonderful. I'm glad that you have an answer to it, because I didn't.
Oh, and don't let Rip give you a one-over or anything. He's a big softie. He just loves to help people.
He's actually been very kind so far.
He's a pretty good fighter. Just make sure he doesn't get in over his head. He's kind of a strong heart. And you see Riptor kind of like walk up and try to like wave through the hologram. To, like, brush away. He's
Well,
like,
his head is quite high.
shut that damn thing off. And she's like, you see her, like, laughing. Anyway. It's good to see y'all, and it's good to see you too, Riptor. I'll make sure to get that to you on the next, 3, 4... There's a clang in the background. 4.5 hours.
That would be great, thank you. That should be right about when we're arriving at a pear show.
And I'll tell Jonathan you said hi. He's currently out looking through some things, so.
Well, don't let him go into any more caves, okay?
And Riptor just laughs. He goes, you think you're going to stop that crazy maverick of a man from doing something?
No.
That's right. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm certain this nerd wouldn't either. Well, hold on. Who are you calling a nerd? And he just sits there smiling.
You.
That's probably accurate. Anyway, I've got things I need to work on. I'll talk to you all soon. And the hologram blips off. You can go ahead. Cost of a sure-footing spell chip to your CAD.
Spell check.
Also, hey, boss.
Yeah.
You said that you can cast your spells by, like, hoping for it?
I mean, it's my magic. So, some people study books to get magic.
Uh-huh.
Some people pray to a god to get magic.
Yeah.
I have magic because, how do I put this delicately? Someone in my family, I think a long time ago, had a relationship with some celestial being. So that's how I got magic. It was just different ways it happens.
Hey, I'm up top, boss.
Yeah, I mean, it you know, Ymjar's blessings.
Well, that's cool. So does that mean if I also hoped really hard, or if I betted a celestial being, could I get magic?
I mean, I think so.
Oh.
It worked out for me, so clearly.
Did you end up knowing any gods who like them green and short? Send them my way.
Ymjar loves all his creation.
All right, okay, yeah. I can work with that.
You see Riptor kind of like walk out. I'll be in the other room.
He's going to his bunk.
Oh,
He's been sleeping on one of the crates.
Understandable.
dirty boy.
Okay.
Hey, Ellie.
Yes.
How big is an EAT?
For what purpose are you asking? Dimensionally, bulk?
Dimensionally.
It's basically a rocket launcher with a single rocket tube. So I'd say about a meter long, about 3 feet-ish. Why?
And the important part is that I can't fit it into one of the limbs that let you hide stuff in them.
I think you would be able to. It's a two-handed weapon. So I don't know if you can fit two-handed weapons into that.
I've already lost it. I was looking at the item list.
Oh.
Hideaway something?
Hideaway limb.
Nope.
Yeah, hideaway limb
maybe.
is
It might be level 5.
tactical upgrade. Or a commercial upgrade, rather, to start. There's a tactical one that's level 5. Items of negligible bulk and light bulk that are small enough. And I think an eat is 1 bulk.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 1 gold.
Yeah, so that would be a little big.
Hmm. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. You're all. Anything else you all want to do before you make your way into apparition space?
I don't know if I necessarily want to purchase a bunch of single-use rocket launchers before I enter a space station. That they might not appreciate that.
No, I can help you smuggle that.
No, there's various reasons people might have for having weapons. I mean, your ship has weapons on it. You've all got weapons. There's a vestige on board, you know. There's all sorts
Stranger,
of weapons.
I'll tell you what I tell everyone at the spaceports when they ask about this beautiful baby, which is his matter displacer. It's a tool of the trade. It's for mining. It's for clearing
It's for
logs and
mining.
sewer pipage. It's not for removing the head from a red scarf shoulders.
Problem.
It actually is. Wink. Audible wink. I'm winking at you, stranger.
Oh, it's so loud I can hear it from all the way over there.
Wanted to make sure you knew that I was being facetious.
Okay, and they are common, so I can just purchase rocket launchers with no certification.
Yep. They're easy enough, commonly acquirable weapons. You can basically just fling one off your back.
I'm going to purchase 2 EAT Mark IIIs.
Ooh.
For a rainy day, you know.
Yeah, I mean, just in case you maybe see someone that you really fucking hate and want to shoot a rocket launcher.
Perhaps.
Could be anyone.
I'm unlocking some like abstract art since the encounter's still on and it's tracking all my movements.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Maybe I kind of want to leave it on just for that. I'll turn it off here. Alright, yeah, you're able to blip. If you need to load a rocket into it, there's a complementary rocket you can just put on the inventory. It should be no bulk.
Okay.
Because I think some of the Starfinder weapons are required to have ammunition to fire, and I haven't figured out how to get into that yet.
This one doesn't have the expend tag, I don't think.
Oh, okay, then you should be fine.
Yeah, if I just set this to expend 0, then we should be fine.
Okay.
I love the phrase "complimentary rocket."
Right? I wrote that up and I was like, yeah, that checks out.
But you know, in case like a helicopter shows up or something.
Gunship. True.
It's also got a 90-foot range, and I have no ranged attacks, so you know.
Your attack bonus.
It's going to be whatever my regular one is, -3. Okay, so it's -3, but maybe +2 or something. So -1 overall is not too bad.
Does anybody else want to do any shopping before you proceed?
Good.
All right. As you pull into a Persian space, you do get a hail from one of the Valis ARC stations, and a voice comes on. Hello, vessel. Please identify your identity and purpose, and if I may, for ease of reference, may know who I am speaking to. And she addresses whoever will answer, basically.
This should not be me.
Gonna look back at Sapphire.
Sapphire seems to like debate for a moment how to properly respond to this. She says, hello, our vessel designation is the Long Road Home. We are a set of five friends just here for a pleasure visit.
Understandable. What's you're here on personal transit then?
Yes, that's correct.
So you have no mercantile cargo to disclose.
That is correct.
Okay, noted. And you hear like tapping at a keyboard. All right. Do you know the approximate length of your stay?
We're hoping to stay for about 3 to 4 weeks.
All right, 3 to 4 weeks. Long road home. Signing a passcode with a kept your stay to here. And you hear like just more typing. Just give me 1 second while I put in this information. I'm seeing a previous registration for your ship, Miss. What was your name again?
My name is Sapphire.
Sapphire, right?
Yes.
All right. Can I ask for the date of sale of your ship?
Well, you're probably referring to the previous owner. Yes. We bought this ship about a week ago, actually. So the paperwork may not have gone through yet.
Paperwork's only going to go through if you submit it, so that's why I'm asking just for our note.
Oh, yes, of course. We'll take care of that as soon as we can.
No, I got you. Don't worry. All right. You should be good. Welcome to Valis. Sorry. Welcome to Stig's Valis compact space. Which will you be docking at one of the 3 stations, or?
I feel like Sapphire will remember if they're going to the station or the surface.
If you are heading to the surface, I am going to need to beam a quick authorization from the surface folk, which should take about 15 to 16 minutes.
Sapphire turns and goes to Stiga, says, "Are we landing on the surface?"
We do want to make the surface part of our visit.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, the surface clearance would be great. Thank you.
Do you know approximately if you'll be landing in... I need to check my notes real quick. Close to Mar, Nathaniel, or Verlisi?
Sapphire just looks towards Stranger.
If you don't know an exact location, that's fine, but we will need to keep an eye on where your ship lands, out of an agreement with the surface folk.
I think it's Arvalisi.
Arvalisi.
Arvalisi, alrighty. I will notify them. Please give me put you on a quick hold, and I will be with you in a second. And there's a click, and it starts playing some like really nice like violin music.
Oh, okay. Violin, not violent.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Here, I'll put this music on. It's just kind of like sad piano music, actually. And you're on hold for what seems like forever. And she goes and she calls you back. Alright, sorry about that. Looks like you are all cleared to land near Erelishi. Please enjoy your stay on a parachute. If there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to contact the Valis ARC contact.
No, thank you so much. Have a pleasant day.
And the channel clicks closed.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Yeah, do they have a survey we could 5
Yeah,
stars.
rate her 5 stars for sure.
And see, you notice as you begin making your way into the planet, after that, that there was a ship trailing you that is now no longer doing so.
Wonderful.
You get the feeling that they may have scanned your ship. At least based on your experience piloting.
That sounds about
That's
right.
very normal.
Yep, so. Alright, and you are all able to set down on... 1 second while I need to fix this.
The lovely Aerolesian evening.
Are you all attempting to set down near a town or somewhere more discreet? Because there's the
To be
town.
perfectly honest, I think setting down at a starport is probably going to be more discreet than trying to do it out in the wilderness.
Okay, then let's bring you all over to the Aperche map. And you make your way into towards Aerolisi as you see the large oceans of Aperche. What you are able to see flying in is there are some frozen polar caps in the section. You see a big landmass that your ship indicates is where Aerolisi is. There's a central landmass that is almost entirely mountains that has a modular warp gate. And off in the distance, you can see another island that has a deactivated, much larger warp gate. And then finally, one last down here that contains the cities of Nathaniel and Mar. And as you fly closer to Aerolisi, another voice comes on from the starport, and they guide you into land. And we will pick up from there next time.
Just squinting at the landlocked warp gate the whole time.
Amy can swim.
We're playing next week, right?
Yes, so we are playing next week on the 29th.
Remind me of our obligations for the 26th. I don't remember if someone's out.
Me and Aki will be. I have an event that I'm going to be at with a climbing club.
Okay.
And
Trinity Crack.
I'm going to be gone from the October 31st through that next Monday, so I'll miss the 5th if that happens, and I'll miss the 9th if that happens.
Okay, you'll be on the
Okay.
5th, if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, keep me posted. I'll be right back, though. Hi, everyone. I am Alicia, or Elysian Online. This is my show. Thank you for watching. I'd like to say that Aurousa Volume 1 is a production of myself, Elysian, produced under the Paizo Community Use Policy. Aurousa Volume 1 uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. And can be used under Paizo's Community Use Policy, which can be found on paizo.com. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content, and this show is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information on Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. The original characters are the property of their respective players, and I will see you all hopefully next week on the 29th at 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for watching!